Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a pull through method for a wreath that I want to make with this burlap and some ribbons that I got on clearance from Hobby Lobby. Okay, the first thing I want to do is fold over my burlap and give it a fresh cut, and I'm going to zip tie it to the first bar on the frame. And I do this next to like a cross section. We're going to call these bars 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what I want to do is I want to get 5 loops in each section. There's 6 sections on the frame. The hardest part is getting it going. Zip tying the stuff down. You're doing this on the back side of the frame so you can pull it from the back to the front in between those bars. Now I'm going to zip tie the ribbon, and that's going to go on the second bar. We'll be pulling that ribbon in between bars 2 and 3. Burlap will be pulled through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's going to look like the ribbon's going straight down the middle of the wreath, in between the burlap. The burlap is what's going to keep the ribbon in place. I probably should have used smaller zip ties with this. Okay, so now we have the burlap and the ribbon on. We've trimmed off both zip ties, and it's on the back side of the frame. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start by pulling the burlap through rows 1 and 2. You're making little loops, and then once you have that loop in, you want to slide it down towards the crossbar. This really is the most tedious part, is just getting it through the bars. And then once you have that first section done, I'm telling you, you have a rhythm and you just keep rolling with it. So burlap in between 1 and 2, and also a loop of burlap in between bars 3 and 4, and then a ribbon loop in between 2 and 3. So I got my first bundle done, and I want to do 5 of these in each section of the wreath frame. This is a very affordable project. The Dollar Tree frame, the burlap I picked up from Walmart. I know it was less than $4. The ribbon I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby for $1.49. I did end up using up all of my burlap. So there's a second bundle. I'm just going to keep on going. I wasn't going to make you sit there and watch me do every section of this wreath, so I did speed this part up. However, once I got that first section down, I had a rhythm and I just kept going. And this is what we have so far. Now I'm going to fluff up my ribbons. I'm just going to go through and fluff out every ribbon right down the middle of that burlap until I make my way all the way around the wreath. Okay, friends, now I'm going to make my bow. Okay, I'm going to start off by dovetailing the tail, And now I'm going to make a loop. I'm going to scrunch it down, twist, and then I'm going to make another loop. And then I'm going to pinch that down. And then I end up making 4 loops with this. It's a very simple basic bow. So I had a little bit left over, so I decided to make those longer tails. So I'm just placing that longer piece in the back side of my bow, and I'm going to get a zip tie, and I'm going to start the zip tie. I'm not going to crank it all the way down. I start the zip tie, bring it to the back, and then I'm going to grab a brown or a tan pipe cleaner, and I'm going to put that through the zip tie. This way I have a way of attaching it to my wreath. Now I'm going to fluff up my bow. I'm going to get my loops and my tails exactly the way I want them. So I kind of moved the burlap out of the way a little bit until I could find part of the frame, and then I'm just going to twist tie it off in the back. I decided to go ahead and make like a hook out of the pipe cleaner instead of trimming it off. So I just kind of twist tied it onto itself, and I just made a hook. This way I have a way of hanging it. Now it's time to trim up those tails, and of course I have to mess with the bow yet again. I can't leave well enough alone. So I do dovetail them, and I wanted to make sure that the tails were even on each side. Okay, friends, this is my completed project. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.